What's up, guys? It's Kiana and welcome back to my corner. I'm not really sure if this video will end up turning into a vlog at the end or if I'm just going to talk the whole time. So if you don't want to hear me talk, then you don't have to watch this video. If you stumbled across this video because you subscribe to me or you watch my videos or it's your first time seeing my face, hello. I am coming on here to share something that is just real and really happening in my life right now, and I'm putting it out here for maybe somebody to come across and relate to, or to maybe just look for advice. I don't really know. In my life right now, I've kind of talked about on my channel, my past few videos, how I'm going to school and how I'm trying to pursue a nursing career. One of the hardest parts of this is I kind of knew it might have to happen, but I really didn't think it was gonna have to happen. And that is, I'm gonna have to move out of my apartment. I am very discouraged by the whole situation, although I know it's only temporary because at the end it'll be worth it because I'll have a career. But I feel like giving up my apartment, I'm giving up a piece of myself because I worked really hard to live on my own. I worked really hard to make sure I don't have to go back home with my parents. I tried to really thrive as an adult and be gone. And going through my financial aid stuff for school and finding out I'm still going to have to owe some money even after financial aid, it's discouraging because it adds more money on top of the bills that I'm already struggling to pay. And there's just no way realistically I'll be able to pay the bills I'm already struggling to pay plus this other expense. And so wisely I decided I'm going to have to move in with my mom. It's not a super big deal because me and my mom get along and I've been close with my mom for years. My parents divorced when I was in the 8th grade and I lived with my mom, and it was just me and her for several years. So it's not really that hard. It's not really about my mom herself. It's nothing about that. And before I finish talking, I do want to make a disclaimer. I am very grateful for the fact that I have the opportunity to go somewhere else and be with my mom through this, because if I didn't have anywhere else to go, I definitely would have to just kind of like not go to school. I'm lucky, I'm blessed, and I'm very grateful that I am able to go somewhere and be with my mom and be somewhere safe and be somewhere where I'm welcomed and whatever else you want to say. I am very aware that I'm blessed to have that option. But that doesn't mean it doesn't still make it hard that I have to give up my apartment and all of the time and energy, the blood, sweat, and tears that are in the walls and in the carpet and everything else. Like, I am really struggling with having to give that up. I had an ugly cry about it yesterday. I just had an ugly cry about it today. I've been kind of trying not to let it get to me. And I keep telling myself, it's only temporary. But then just like 10 minutes ago, I was sitting here thinking about it, and I won't be sitting here in my own apartment filming videos anymore. And it's not about the filming. It's just like, I'm just kind of making it dramatic. Like, I won't be sitting here. In a couple months, I'll be sitting in my mom's apartment filming videos. And I'm just not ready to uproot my life and be confined to one room. I mean, obviously I'm going to have my mom's whole apartment, but I'm just going to have my bedroom now. And I'm not going to be able to just walk out to my own living room and go into my own kitchen. And if I want to leave a mess and come back for it later, like, I can't do that anymore. I don't have the liberties and freedoms of being on my own anymore. And it sounds kind of like silly to think about, but it's the things that we take for granted sometimes that we don't realize we actually would miss if it was taken away. I was going to do a furnished apartment tour before I move out. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it. Sometimes it's been so much time since I did my empty apartment tour, and I've vlogged so much of my apartment. I feel like you guys have basically seen everything, so it kind of feels stupid to do it, and I'm not really feeling inspired to do it in this exact moment, so I don't know if it'll happen. I'm sure there's other people out there watching this that know somebody or themselves have been through this same situation in a way, maybe not the exact same situation, but had to give something up for whatever reason. I feel like in my life, all I ever do is lose things. I lost my best friends, and then I gained a relationship that was like my first real relationship, lost that, and then I gained a friendship out of it and then lost that friendship, and then I just feel like I always lose things. And I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, and I'm not trying to dwell and be so down in the dumps, but like, I'm just honest with myself, and I'm honest about my life, and I feel like I'm always making sacrifices. I feel like I'm always giving things up in order to switch life around and make life more livable. And I feel like I'm always losing something. And losing my apartment, losing my freedom and my privacy, and losing the pride that I took in being able to live on my own, because mentally I never thought I'd ever be able to. It is really hard. It's really hard for me to comprehend and grasp. And I want to cry right now, but I'm not going to, because I feel like when you cry on the internet, people just assume you're doing it for attention. And really, when you're talking about things that are hard to talk about that you're going through, you just break down and cry. You happen to be filming. It's like, whatever. There's so many pros to the situation, and I know that, but it's like, I'm ridden with anxiety, so all I think about are the negatives. And I'm just glad that my mom is allowing me to come, but it's just like I'm always going to constantly feel like I'm invading her space, and I'm just going to always feel like, I don't know, it's just going to be hard. And I know it's necessary. I know it's only temporary, and at the end I'll have my career and it'll be so worth it, but it's just so hard to even think about. Like, I don't even want to think about it. Me and my mom started talking about it last night, and I said, let's just change the subject before I cry. I don't want to cry. I'm going to have to start packing everything up, deciding what I want to keep and what needs to go, and this is just all a very stressful situation. And I wish it was not happening. But I hope that, going back to what I was saying earlier, I feel like I'm always losing something in my life. I hope that all of the pain and the struggle that I have experienced the past 5-ish years of my life, I really hope that going through nursing school, passing nursing school, I'm just going to manifest it because I suck at school, but I'm going to manifest that this will be the one time I get school right. Get through school, get my nursing license, and practice as a nurse, and be able to finally be out in the nursing field, which I've been trying to get into for years. Hopefully that will be the thing that finally is right for me, that stays, that I feel like myself. Because when I lost the twins, I lost so much of myself that I didn't recognize myself, and I just went through so much the past couple years without them that it was hard. It's like they defined my existence, and I had to kind of become a new person after they were gone. I don't know, it's just really weird to talk about, but hopefully going into the nursing field and becoming a nurse and getting through school will be the thing that sets me free, that is the one thing that sticks in my life, and all the sacrifices I've made up to this point, I hope they really become worth it. I hope I can get through school. I hope I can pass school, so that way losing my apartment and going through all this stress and anxiety that's literally making me physically ill is worth it. Like, I pray to God every day that please make all of this worth it for me, because if I lose all this stuff and I don't get through school very well, and I'm not saying school is going to be easy and by any means, but if I don't make it through school, and I don't even want to put that in the existence, but I'm just trying to be real with myself. You never know what can happen. I just want this to all be worth it. Like, it has to be, and I have to work my bleep off so that way it's all worth it no matter what happens. I don't want to speak about the negative parts of it, but like I said, I just want to be real and honest with myself, because you have to be real and honest with yourself at all times. Don't always set yourself up for failure, or set yourself up for don't give your life or yourself super high expectations, and then you'll never be let down. Always prepare for things. This was maybe going to be a vlog, but now this just kind of turned into a life update / I don't even know what. But maybe if you're watching this, hopefully you can relate to it in some way, or give me some advice down in the comments. Life is really a struggle, especially these days, because everything is going up in price, and everybody's raising rent, and everybody's raising everything that involves money is just shooting through the roof, and it's ridiculous. And to be alive right now is a pain in the booty, and it's hard, especially for people who don't make very much money and are trying to make it in this world. That would be me. It's funny because when I first moved in this apartment, I was making less money than I'm making now, but I did have somebody living with me for the first year, so it does make a difference. But it's just really hard to grasp all the things that I'm experiencing right now. I hope you, if you're watching this too, that you get through whatever you're getting through, and we can get through it together. And if you've ever been through anything like this, you can give me advice. If you're still going through it, how you're coping with it. I am doing a good job with coping with a lot of things, but recently I've just been kind of like only focusing on school, so I haven't really had time to be in my thoughts, and that's nice. But now I'm like really in my head because I'm thinking about losing a lot of things. I will probably get more positive as this experience plays out, but right now I'm just not feeling very positive, and that's just the honest truth. So that's it. I thought I was going to vlog after this, but probably not. Made it to the end of this video. I appreciate your time that you sat here and listened to me. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and whatever you're going through, I hope you get through it. And if you don't feel like you have a support system and you feel alone, I've been there. I feel that way every day. And you just have to always remember that as long as you yourself are enough for yourself, it does not matter who's not around, okay? You have to be enough for yourself individually, because nobody else, it's really you at the end of the day that needs to care about what's going on in your life, nobody else. That's all I got for you guys today / tonight, because it's like 11:30. Have a good day, have a good night, and come back soon for another video. Peace.